Thanks very much for inviting me today. Like Mairead, we fund the Northern Ireland budget for health and social care. We sit as a division in the Public Health Agency, and we lead on the governance strategy. So we only have a budget of 12 million, so we're much smaller and poorer, but have the same kind of functions. At the moment, 60% of our budget goes on infrastructure, with the remainder on research funding, building research capacity amongst health and social care staff, and dissemination and mobilisation. Our infrastructure includes those core units like the Northern Ireland Clinical Trials Unit to support high quality trials in Northern Ireland, but also centres that we fund in collaboration like the Institute, which we've been funding now since 2010. Our strategic aim as HRBs is significantly broad, to acknowledge that there are other players in the field in Northern Ireland who are trying to take forward research and development and innovation, but our main aim is to improve health and social care for patients and their carers and make it relevant to the staff who are delivering it. Chris mentioned the other strategic drivers this morning, so I won't go through them again. And like HRB also, Northern Ireland isn't known for its progressive legislation sometimes, but we've had PPI as a statutory duty since 2009, and it's been a prerequisite in all our funding schemes. And we have a panel like Voices for Care with sometimes joint membership who help us with our funding decisions, and we've recently also introduced a PPI and research support scheme. I'll quickly bypass this slide that shows only 3% of our funding over the past 15 years has been on palliative care, but we do encourage applications from a broad range of disciplines, organisations, institutions. So actually the Institute is a very ideal applicant. Our funding is around building capacity in health and social care staff, so our most significant programme is our doctoral fellowship scheme, direct funding of projects which are in relation to strategic need, most recently mental health and learning disability, and also dementia care, and dissemination and knowledge mobilisation. So that's around bringing together research fora between clinicians, academics and patients and public. And just to show that we do fund palliative care, and there are people in the room that have had some of our funding, we were pleased to support the first 2 fellows as part of the All Ireland Institute. 2 of our dementia projects in a 2.2 million programme specifically look to end-of-life care, and there's current work going on in cachexia and end-stage renal disease and public attitudes to palliative care. We've recently collaborated with HRB around evidence synthesis, a model for training which will incorporate Cork and Ireland. We're pleased that Michael Connolly is one of the first fellows, and George is chairing the Palliative Care Research Forum, which we also fund. This is my second last slide. We're like HRB, we're also interested increasingly in the impact of our funding. And an external evaluation of our dementia programme showed that it had resulted in impacts far outside academia, including a theatre piece now seen by over 1,000 people in a touring artwork exhibition. And just lastly, our continuing priorities are to keep health and social care, research culture in health and social care to continue to try and get leverage on our funding to contribute to the wider economy, access to bigger data, and to keep patients at the heart of everything we do.